Hey guys, it's Dom here from Soundsphere. I've had some time to really sit with the Suicide Squad game, Kill the Justice League. It's not Batman Arkham, we can get that out of the way from the off. This has brighter colours, it has the anti-heroes and some pretty decent comedic jabs as well. Pretty entertaining overall in terms of the script and in terms of the cutscenes, the gameplay. Honestly, it's like if you cross Fortnite with those legendary Arkham games, but that doesn't really need to be a bad thing. If you can hold an open mind, I think it's worth a go. And I will get into why I think that right now. Indeed, the story is where Kill the Justice League really excels. If you're a DC and a comic book fan, we suggest you give this one a go. It might not change the way you view comic book themed video games, but it'll certainly be a lot of fun for you. This game was always going to have a bumpy ride. Okay, obviously there was delays. There's been issues at launch. Rocksteady have had a rough time with it. And there's also been developer departures as well. So it's an unenviable task having to follow up the Arkham games, having to follow up the Arkham series. But Rocksteady have had they've had to roll a really hefty boulder way uphill. And it's not easy to take villains and make them the centre of attention, asking players to murderize some of their favourite heroes in the Flash, and perhaps a too young Poison Ivy, for example. But here we are. Get ready to be bad and subvert all of your expectations story-wise for what a superhero game looks like. The premise of this one is simple: save the world from the good guys and don't get your head blown off by Amanda Waller. A tried and tested Suicide Squad movie trope, but it works here. It's cool. It's cool so far, right? We're okay. And it's not like we've never had the opportunity to play as villains in the Arkhamverse games before in DLC with Harley, Deathstroke, and as part of the main stories as the Joker as well. So this isn't new for us as comic book video game fans. But it'll be interesting to see how this takes and what the reviews reflect, playing as the bad guys. In principle, an incredible idea. In practice, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how the test of time, works for people. But I've enjoyed it. I always liked a good comic book anti-hero. I was always the fan of the Harley Quinns and the King Sharks. I'm actually more of a fan of King Boomerang now that I've played the game. You can be King Shark, of course, voiced masterfully by AEW's Samoa Joe, the quick and cunning Harley Quinn, the wisecracking Boomerang, a surprise favourite for me, as I mentioned, or the gun-toting Master Assassin Deadshot. All very good options, to be fair, but with the live service support promising more characters like the Joker joining in from Elseworlds and more besides, that is certainly tickling the old villainous taste buds for me at least. Once again, and I cannot emphasise this enough, the story is paramount here, and this is where the developers have worked their absolute socks off. I will play this repeatedly because I love a good story and a beautifully done cutscene, and there are plenty here. While some of you may just be tempted to check out cutscenes on YouTube in a few months, I encourage you to go back and really engage with the story. There are interesting character dynamics, and again, with the expansion, vast possibilities about where this could all go. There is even a prequel comic for context if you're into that sort of thing. Onto the gameplay, and I've never really been a big Fortnite fan. It also reminds me a little bit of the Marvel's Avengers game. I'll just say that right from the off, I've never also liked bright and cheery games, bright and cheery colourful games, and that is this. This is not the Arkham games. Fast paced, it's very, very quick. It's very, very fast, and that's not going to work for everyone. And that is 100% evident here. You jump and you shoot, you spin and you bounce, and that combined with the gunplay can feel a bit childlike at times. But once you get over the general silliness of the movement mechanics, King Shark is like hundreds of pounds and you just bounce around. There is a lot to enjoy. While I did not enjoy a lot of aspects about the combat, especially when considering that this game will forever be tied to the Arkham games, if you actually spend time to learn the mechanics and upgrade your character stats via a skill tree and weapon builds, I promise you will be rewarded. It will be a rewarding feeling. It just depends how much time you want to spend with the game, as it can get very repetitive combat-wise. If I had to summarise to prepare you for the overall combat vibe, I'd say think Destiny, and you'll be close to the simple point-and-shoot style mechanics here. Indeed, I know this has been referenced a lot in other reviews. The screen looks very busy, and that can be distracting. And as much as I love the character dialogue in the cutscenes, it's true that when you are playing in the open world, the quips can get repetitive. A lot repetitive. It is absolutely a thing, and that is likely to irk a few people. If you're looking for some silly action and combat, a dark, engrossing story, and a way to reconnect with your anti-hero side, then this game is for you, absolutely. If you don't take it too seriously, it will entertain and engage you for hours. If, on the other hand, you want it to exude the quality, intensity, and overall form of the Arkham series, then you will, sadly, be disappointed by this game. Rocksteady have tried something new here, and that is to be commended, because there are so many times where this hits the mark: voice acting, cutscenes, and general characterization. But unlike the aforementioned series, it is doubtful that you'll be playing and talking about how amazing this game is to play repeatedly in 10 to 20 years. Thank you so much for watching this review. This is something new we're going to keep doing. So let me know what you think in the comments and what you think of the game. Most importantly, what did you guys think? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.